Being left for dead, I know it too. My heart is feeling fresh again. I know that you would never ever do. I know I made mistakes, but I want this forever. Lifelong love, lifelong trust, lifelong guys. And if I can't get that, then I'ma bite the dice. I know we argue sometimes, that's the fighting us, but that's passion. I need passion. Yeah, everlasting. Focus on the future, let the past pass us. There ain't no way I'll make my way home without you here, because you're my home. My pain is yours. You heal the wounds. I hold you close.
It's on my way home.
I become consumed. There ain't no way I'll make my way home without you here, because you're my home. My pain is yours. You heal the wounds. I hold you close till I become consumed. Don't know why I feel the need to take several times.
Someone was like, you should make music too. I'm gonna make not like music, like I'm gonna be a rapper or singer. No, I'm gonna make like an experience. Yeah. If Jay was here right now, life would be so different.
judge, so I must testify. Move a budge, I'll stand by you for life. All my life. When you die is when I die. I sometimes wonder why we argue and fight and quickly make things right. It's probably 'cause we gotta grow over time. Maybe real love without love now. Can't feel these drugs, but I feel your eyes when you look at mine. Things feel alright. It's dark outside, you're always the light.
You guys know this is like one of my favorites. Literally. This will always be one of my favorite songs. Just because he was so confident making it, I was like, okay, Dad.
Hit the town, underpants, count on 50, put it all in a bag, then bring it with me. Walk around town, blowing money back, condo downtown, for special occasions. Spin me round, put money on the floor, then lay me down. Right around, take a break and go another round. Best she ever had, yeah, I'm from a different realm. She broke me out of hell, yeah, I know she an angel.
I feel like I should go on live with someone. Just don't cry if I do, okay?
Flying through Hollywood Hills, puffin' time and run off pills. She helps me sit still when I'm not on supermoto. Well, hands on my handlebars, found a grow. Remind me of you. Still can't pop willies like you. Hands on my handlebars, found a grow. Ironic, remind me of you. Still can't pop willies like you. Count on 50, put it all in a bag, then bring it with me. Walk around town, blowing money back, condo downtown, for special occasions. Spin me round, put money on the floor, then lay me down. Right around, take a break and go another round. Best she ever had, yeah, I'm from a different realm. She broke me out of hell, yeah, I know she an angel. I can't play that song 'cause it reminds me of you. I can't watch that show 'cause it reminds me.
You guys, when he first made this song, Laura was not on it. He went to the studio with Dr. Luke because he's the one that made this song. And actually, Jared wanted to switch up the lyrics. And he was supposed to, and he always just freestyled. I guess they had like a vibe down that he wanted to do, they wanted him to do. I remember him being kind of frustrated because he wanted to just do what he wanted to do. And this is the same day, you guys can see us when we were followed around all day. We went and looked at a house. You guys came back to our hotel. This is when I threw like a nut at him and it hit his titty, and like he threw a nut at me and it hit my knuckle, and I'm like, fuck, you hit my knuckle, and he's like, you hit my titty, and then I laughed really hard because it was really funny. And like he talks about like how he loves me and how we met and all these things, and I'm like stuffing my face with fries because we just got a fucking flight, like a fucking 20-hour flight. So anyways, I remember that night he went to the studio, and actually the next day we had to go to the Billboard Awards, which we had no clue about. So he's in the studio, and he's texting me, and like I was like, well, what do you want me to come there? Like, what's up? And I felt completely fine. Nothing wrong, like you guys can see all day, completely fine. Out of nowhere, I was laying in bed, and I just start projectile vomiting, like to the point, like I have a problem where if I start throwing up, I take It's Zo something, like Zo. It's not Zofran. It's something. They put it underneath your tongue so you stop throwing up. I can't think of what it's called right now. But I always had like a shit ton of them, like, because I get car sick. Every time I was in the car, plane, whatever it was, I had to be asleep and I had to take that medicine. So I actually had ran out of that medicine. And I'm throwing up. And actually, weird, because I haven't talked to him in a very, very long time. But I'm on the phone. Jared's like, I'm calling the ambulance. And, like, because I was a mess. Like, I don't know where this just starts happening. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, and we end up, I'm on the floor. When I don't feel good, I, like, go straight to the shower. Sorry, my stuff fucked up. I, like, go every time I just go straight to the shower and, like, try to make myself feel better. I just couldn't stop throwing up. So, and now I'm, like, just gagging. There's nothing else coming out. He called Chris, and Chris came up and got me, and, like, I'm just literally able to put on, like, the rope kind of around me, and, like, he, like, helps me, like, tie it, like, I'm, like, laying on the ground, like, still throwing up, and next thing you know, the ER people are there, and they, like, take me out of the hotel, put me in the ambulance. I go to the ER with it, like, by the time I got to the ER, he's there, him and Big Hen, and we were in there till like 7 a.m. And, you know, they gave me my medication. They're like, we don't know what happened. Maybe you're just overstressed, da-da-da. And I wasn't. I was chilling. Me and Jared, like, honestly felt like, because he was so stressed. And, like, he was telling me he didn't like what he was doing, but he was just so stressed that, like, and not telling me he was, like, extra stressed. I just could tell. I think, like, just because our bodies were entwined, like, and he just, like, it was, like, perfect. He was able to get out of, like, there and, like, all this crazy shit and then, like, stay with me in the fucking ER till 7. We go back to the hotel. I sleep till 12. We had to push back the PJ, push it back till 2, get on the PJ, go to Vegas, get off, go straight to, like, Saks or, like, Barney's. I pick out his outfit, then pick out my outfit. I don't have my makeup done. Obviously, you guys, like, no, he wouldn't let me wear makeup either way. Put my glasses on, didn't do my hair, had my hair up, like, in a mess of a thing. And he won, like, Best New Artist. And it was just so crazy because we didn't even know. Like, and, like, his mom was out there, and it was just, like, such a great vibe. Like, but I remember, like, being so sick, though, that, like, I was, like, he was mad at me that I didn't go on stage. And I was like, I was so caught up in the moment that you won and, like, watching you move and go up there and, like, just be. I just stood. I remember standing up, like, I'm in the middle of, like, the fucking thing, like, so proud. Like, I couldn't move. I was frozen. And he was like, why didn't you come up? Da-da-da-da. And I'm like, baby, like, I was in awe. Like, I was in awe. Like, I was so proud of you and in awe. Like, I couldn't. I just had to stay where I was and watch it happen in real life, because little did I know it would be the only thing that, like, he'd be able to win, like, physically. And, like, I'm so glad I took that moment instead of, like, walking up and being up there and, like, looking at it from a different point of view. I was able to, like, just watch him and see him be, and I was like, that's my baby. But yeah, him and then Leroy got on it after he passed away, so that, like, it was just kind of like family vibes. It's just, like, a crazy story. I know that it, like, sounds not much to you guys, but if you knew the effect of, like, what was really, like, going on and how, like, it went from, like, how I'm fine right now to literally if you just, like, I'm right here and then I start fucking throwing up to the point where I'm like, the ER is coming, and I hate going to I can't, especially now. No. So, yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. It was a crazy, like, 16 hours. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why is this happening? And what I'm trying to read what you guys are saying. Where's the album? You guys, I'm pretty sure Bibby answered that for you. Again, I will know about things how I know about things. I mean, at the end of the day, I honestly was in such a fucking... Some things have happened that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I've been nothing but peaceful and kind and let fans, family, friends all grieve the way they wanted to while I was like a pincushion for everyone. And now, like, being sober, being like, I always told everyone from the get-go, they're like, da-da-da, sober, and like, I'm cool, I'm good. And let me just say this real quick. We're right here, we're listening, you guys. There's plenty of footage for a good at least 8 months to a year where we're asked to go to rehab or to go under anesthesia, and then for 4 days, and like we sleep and like detox, and every single time you will see we're like, yeah, let's do it, but there was never any time. So like, please remember that, like, when you're talking about Jared and when he passed or this or that, know that, like, one, I've made it very clear to, like, the people who are, I am in charge to a certain extent. I'm in charge of, like, there's food in the house, like, there's this, there's that, and then, like, also, whatever Jared wants to do, it was like, ask Allie. If Allie doesn't do it, Jared's not going to want to do it. So there was a lot of that. Other than that, when it comes down to doctors, his health, his money, things like that, like, please remember that there is a team that owns him, okay? And that's what they're supposed to do, where I can just do so much. Even if I was to make an appointment, I couldn't go ahead and bring him or do anything. I have his passport. That's it. Like, I'd pay for it out of pocket. It wouldn't be a problem, but I don't have his insurance. I don't have his rights. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be like, you know, and I would text everyone. I have beyond. Look, people think that, like, I sat back and I've let everyone talk shit this whole time, and, like, keep talking shit. That's fine, because people think I just, like, have been, like, depressed, and, like, and I have really badly, but Jared gave me this patience, and me being me, I've always been, like, 5 steps ahead. So everyone who doesn't think that I have texts from before I ever met Jared to literally the last thing he ever did was take pictures of me on the PJ. Like, he, like, grabbed my phone and just took a shit ton of pictures of me on, like, the night he passed. It's the last thing he did. Then I tucked him in, and I, like, took off his shoes, tucked him all in, and then I went into my side on my bed, tucked myself in, and fell asleep the entire time. And then I woke up because the plane came down, like, instead of going like this, it was, like, to the point that me and Jared were, like, holding hands across seats, and, like, our hands came undone. That's how, like, fucking deep drops it was. So just so you guys get it, like, I know that I was the closest to him, and that everything, like, I know, like, it's because he told me or whatever it would be, but, and that I'm also older, so I'm paying attention to things that also, like, I seen myself go through, and that he's doing those same things when I was that age. So, and I knew what I had to do to make that better. And at the end of the day, sorry, I'm, like, holding back tears. When I hold back tears, it tries to come through my nose. At the end of the day, please remember, just how I have no rights to the music, which I didn't want any. I literally opted out of everything. I could have made a fit. I could have done this. I could have done that. I could have just gave someone a piece of paper that literally would have made... I have everything. But I got everything I needed from him, which was just my twin flame, my love. Like, knowing that I have that, knowing that I'm always going to have that, knowing that when I pass, what happens when, like, I can sit here right now and I know what happens when you die, like, where you go. Like, so there's no in my head, like, I don't think about things like that because I already know because of experience. And with that said, it's just like, once I realized that, I just felt like, okay, the people who have him and have these rights instilled to him, I'll sign whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want. Just, I need to heal. Even to the point that I remember at one point I got to, like, to a place where I was ready completely to heal. And in the sense of, like, rehab or this or that. And I sent out a couple texts and got no reply to this day. So please realize, Lotti, Allie, Alicia, me, there's never been 1 second I have ever felt any guilt because I know I did everything, even in that moment, to try to save him. For you guys, literally too. One of the things I said, I looked at the cop and I literally was like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you know who this person is? He's saving millions of people. That is on camera. So don't think I didn't fight for not only me, not only his family, but also you guys. Okay? So when you hear random people that Jared made very clear hurt him, who themselves made very clear, you go on YouTube and fucking look at the fucking videos that people have made that want to sit here, oh, Allie, you did this, you did that. First of all, never seen you. Second of all, I did you a favor by not pressing charges a long time ago when Jared wanted me to, because I know you have mental issues just like me or just like other people, and I really just want you to get help. So I don't understand why people still kind of like come at me with things. Like, I made it very clear I've done and did everything I can do, and I'm going to continue to do everything that I can do, but I'm going to do it through me as a grown woman, not piggybacking off of Jared. Now, again, yes, our fans are going to be very similar, but I also have fans that like this. I also have fans that like that. It's coming up on 2 years now. So, like, and I've been offline. Like, I have not gone on social media 24/7, making my fucking OnlyFans and posting Jared and then being like, swipe, and it's my OnlyFans. Like, no. Especially when those people don't fuck with Jared. They made it clear. Even though Jared made it very clear. They made it very clear that, like, they didn't like the kind of person he was. And he was not that person that they're saying. And brought him down so very much. So, like, remember, like, if you're fans of Jared, you don't have to be fans of Allie. You don't have to be fans of anyone else. But if you're fans of Jared and you guys are very great friends, you guys dig into things, you know about, like, things before I know about things sometimes. So it's like, go back, go look. He made it very clear. Okay? And when it comes down to anyone in this industry, they will tell you that I am literally me, this, all the way through and through. The only reason why I haven't been loud and extra is because when Jared left, he left a good piece of his energy with me, which is this beautiful patience and this beautiful, like, it's going to be, you already are you, like, it's going to be. So I don't care when it comes down to, oh, you did that, you did that. I know for a fact what I did. It's on camera in every way. It's on camera throughout our whole relationship. It's on camera the night he passed. It's all on camera. It's all there. Just how weird. You guys are recording this, and you guys can go back and be like, Allie said this happened right here. She's in a green shirt, blonde hair, da-da-da-da, black sippy cup. how you're very sure of that? I'm very sure. Okay? Also, please just remember who Jared loved. Not like, oh, just me, but like who he made sure was in his life, who he wanted in his life, and the difference between someone previously in his life, which I'll never take that away. Ever. I never have. Have I ever? You guys, like, when have I ever been like, oh, you were never doing this, you were never doing that? No. If I ever said that, that's because someone made a video about them saying that. I'm going to call you out if you're talking about my man. Especially if you're talking down about him. And then want to act like you guys were best friends. You guys weren't cool. He loved his fans. He worked hard for you guys. Okay? He literally pretty much worked his heart to explosion for you guys. Because he loved you guys so much. Like, so that's the only reason why I stay and I'm here. So that I can continue doing, in this sense, goal-wise, what he wanted. Which is making music or this, no. When I do music, it's going to be what was written, what I've been writing since the day he passed, like, and it's going to be like an experience. It's not going to be an album. It's not going to be, no. I will do a, like, tour where I go and speak and do what Jared wanted from me. You know, like, there's one thing he always told me, and it was when I speak that my words can either cut very deeply if I'm not paying attention to my tone, or if I'm not paying attention to, like, how other people might feel. So I've taken that into consideration. But other than that, he would go, Allie, I've been trying to learn what 2 + 2 = 4 means my whole life. And I never got it. But then you just said, look, babe, like, da-da-da equals da-da-da-da-da-da. And now I knew what 2 + 2 = 4 is perfectly. And it took me all this time, and literally you said it within 2 minutes, and now I know. So I know how, when I speak, that my words will be either, some people think I'm like beating around the bush or talking. No, I'm making it so that everyone can kind of connect to it, because I know that I'm not the only one going through things. And I want you guys to know just how Jared made it very clear that he was going through things and close and open with you, that I'm doing the same thing. Now, I will not give no clout out to no people that did not like Jared, and no clout out to no people that already used Jared to make themselves feel better and go get their body done or this or that. And I have no problem with that. But do not shame me over anything. Jared knew all about me, everything about me, okay? Made it very clear. Everything. And now, when it comes down to my past, I've been very honest. I love my past. I love everything I accomplished for myself. I did it by myself and met Jared and decided, okay, let me, like, actually give my all to this person, and that's where I found my, like, twin flame. So anyone else, I'm not taking away your love from him. I'm not. I love that you have love for him, or that you've had love for him, or you guys have had a relationship or whatever it was. But the man that has passed, the man that was engaged to me, the man that I had pretty much was with 24/7, at least in the same vicinity, like the man that I pretty much had children with, okay, that's the man that we are now talking about, that we are now trying to see and learn. Again, I'm not taking no one else's time. Not at all. I wasn't there. And if I was, I'll show you how I was there. I was there as a friend. I was there when he needed this or that. I didn't be like, da-da-da, tell me. No. That was him talking to me because of the way I was able to explain things to him. So, again, just remember that. And also remember that everyone wants to sit here. Don't worry, I'm putting on music. Everyone wants to sit here and be like, oh, and like show fake this and fake that. I will sit up right now. Wait, I'll let you guys listen to the song like that.
I can't even go there. Yeah.
So he did this. He made this. This is a 7-minute freestyle he made while I'm on FaceTime with him over a whole song he already made. And it's just hilarious. Shout out Pete. At the end of the day, you and me are literally both Geminis, and we kind of like bump heads sometimes, but this shit right here, for him doing this, he sent this to me like a while ago, probably like a month or two after Jared passed away. This is like a car ride with us. If you guys want to know what that was like, this is it. Every time. I'm gonna grab something.
Any way you want it, I'ma give it to you. Any way you want it, I'ma give it to you. I ain't chef boy ID, but I've been cooking orders. I ain't chef boy ID, but I've been cooking orders. Any way you want it,
Lotti, I'ma give it to you. Any way you want it, Lotti, I'ma give it to you.
I ain't chef boy ID, but I've been cooking orders. I ain't chef boy ID, but I've been cooking orders, yeah. Ric Flair with that flame, yeah, okay. Don't you come my way.
You can hear the boys in the background.
Trying to eat it like a fillet. Come on, go ahead, come on, way. She, I seen Louis your bag, yeah.
My own.
In the bag, don't know how to ask, yeah. Now some take off, go ahead, you just take off. Hold on. Spread your legs, baby, listen, hey. This is real talk, up in that pussy I'm whispering, hey. I ain't never whisper, hey. Fucking that shit when I'm licking, hey.
He's dropping over his own rap. That shit blows me.
She different, hey. Some things in my pocket, yeah. I'm wondering when you coming in. I can't say that, it's too high. With the brain.
I was literally cracking up on live, and then I ended up yelling at him.
I'm not ashamed of me. Oh, get it right now. Don't be ashamed of me. Oh, ain't no maintaining me. Ain't no ashamed of me. This girl never changing me. She rearranging me. She not the same as me, but that's how it's supposed to be. Look at shit differently. I hate this distance. It's more than a friendship. I wanna be so good you scream back and say you relentless. I know it.
They're all humming.
Around it like Future. Looked her in her eyes and told her I think we have a future. All these hoes still calling on my phone. Block. I told them bitches, please leave me alone. Cause I don't want them in my life, not anymore.
Nope.
Only one you.
Yep, that's for sure.
I saw all these other bitches at the door. I told them to stay where they at, don't need them anymore. You from Philly where it's real. And I'm from Chicago where they drill. Me and you used to do the same. Pills. First pop, love the pills, now it's just Klonopin. And I just got off the mud. Oh, you got me stopping the motherfucking drugs. I don't really know what the fuck is up. This ain't like, this shit love. Not afraid to say it, not afraid at all. Got me focused, baby, be my Adderall. The way you staring at me, please don't knock it off. I just wanna get real. I gotta look.
They're staring at me. I'm fucking.
Banana pill. Got me high. For your love, I made you die. I hope you realize I'll never make you cry. Now Rihanna will go.
He goes, Rihanna would even go.
I know you fly, you been flu. I know all this shit we been through. Boy, I just went cool. Hey, bro, that shit. Any girl would go. I'm sorry.
They're like, any girl will go to me. I'm on FaceTime with him. That's the alley flow.
Impressive.
When you start talking about her, you get in your bag.
We gotta get into the studio ASAP.
They're like, we gotta get her to the studio ASAP.
Cry. No, I won't. Girl,
Then he goes in again.
Fly, you
The flu. Yup, then have my own money.
We connect like cable. I never turn on you, no bro, no kill, no shit can't able. You know it's me and you though. I just make me blood on Pluto. We can kick it out, no little judo. Only us two ramen noodles. You know I'm going
that quick.
Hold on. I'm freaking like a sailor. What? It's not your homie if y'all jammed up. He tattletale. Come and get this hammer, baby. You know I'm down to nail you. Oh, you really look pretty, yeah.
You know I'm down to nail you. Wow, that's wow.
I didn't want to say that shit tonight.
I'm trying to get. I'm getting my phone, bro.
They used to all give Jared his phone to like text the bitches back.
Watch this. Okay, your lips, my lips, let's share a kiss. When you leave, baby, you know you be missed. Your lips, my lips, let's share a kiss. You got me in the abyss. Damn, this shit real. I take you like a drug, I don't need real pills.
Nope.
Gonna take you like a drug, I got that real. That you so fucking good that you can't feel. You got me numb with all your love. You make magic tricks out your tongue. I got you numb with all my love. I make magic tricks with my tongue. Real, you know that's real. I can kiss you on your lips and tell you exactly how you feel. When a house up in the hills, you're right next to a couple of meals. Then fuck this record deal, let's go to London somewhere and chill. And it's no cock blocking, that's cool cause I still ball John Stockton on you. You know I don't fuck my move, I'ma take W's with you. No lose, matches like a wrestling match. I feel like John Cena, you ain't see it coming, huh? Falling you like arenas, run up, then I'm dunking them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, bro.
You hear me? I'm like, that shit's so fire.
What you say, Allie? That shit so fire.
Oh my god.
My tongue on her mind.
Wow.
On her mind. My tongue on her mind.
Wow.
On her
Wow.
she's reading my mind. In my mind, she's reading my mind. Taking on my mind. Her tongue on my mind. On my mind. Her tongue on my mind. Her tongue on my mind.
Get out of here.
You're right. On my mind.
Scram.
Take it on my mind, yeah, take it up. Cut me up, I'm in your jail, You feel like heaven, ain't no such thing as hell, At least when I'm with you, pouring out my heart. Get out the car.
I literally like leave. Get out the car. Get out the car.
Somebody walk into my room, though. I'm the fucking get the message.
Yeah. Literally, again, shout out Pete because we wouldn't have that if he just did. He randomly recorded that. No one ever even knew. Like, I was just on FaceTime. But I went to go grab a couple things. I want you guys to know. These are only 2 out of the 4 phones. The other 2 I have. I'm just not going to dig in another box for it. I have all the motherfucking proof that I ever need. So that's why I sit back. Because at the end of the day, people could talk about me all they want, and it's really awkward though for you guys because I know way too much. So don't forget everything I know. I'm talking to like certain people because I know a lot. I know a lot more than you think I know. That's why I just sit back and stay 5 steps ahead. Literally. Let's see. No, this shit is can't do it.
I told her ride it like a rental. It's just a rental. I'm not without a sentimental.
I have 2 phones that work right now that you can call me on. 2 different numbers, because this bitch likes to fucking leak my number every time she searches through everyone else's phone to find it. So I have 2. The one you guys are on, different number. These were when me and Jared used the same phone. And I have 2 more. Which me and Jared use the same phone.
Niggas say they gon' kill me. Nike just do it. Bitches say they want the real me. They sound real stupid. I already told you my relationship with Cupid. This shit don't ever work. My heart cold. It's been cold since I threw it to the South Pole. AP too tall, yeah, my wrist cold. Straight flawless, the brightest of crystals. I'm a diamond in the rough, that's a gem hole. Yeah, that thing for Geminis, what a bad soul. I was taught to let live and to let them go. But instead, I just love them and hold them close. Opiate addict is fucking narco. Like addict too, I've been done wrong. Got a thing for the freaks and the snake hole. Love sex so much, need a porno. Love hate so much, need a deep throat. I can't fuck without shit, don't got a deep throat. 150 for the watch, not a cheap Cubans and Koyas, you can keep those. See a whole different side of me. Need a girl that'll die for me. Her boyfriend want a rivalry. A nigga better come ride for me. I remember when I couldn't get their time of day. Now these hoes wanna spend their time with me. I remember being little, playing board games. Now I'm playing real life Monopoly. Cha-ching.
So I always called, whenever we're out the country, I always called all the money, like especially like London and stuff, I called it Monopoly money. So like, that's where like all those lines come from, like playing with money, like, or like whatever the fuck. It's always, I'd be like, Jared, look at all your Monopoly money, like let's play a game, because I didn't think it was real. What are you guys saying? Yeah, I figured to come on and just like, I feel like a lot of things haven't been fair for me recently, but I don't really care because I just keep my real life going. As that's going, then I'm good. But I felt like you haven't got a good end of the stick either, so welcome to my side of everything. So I figured, why not? Why not? So someone just asked me how I feel about the documentary. You know what's actually kind of rubbed me the wrong way? So I was told that, you know, they were like, we're gonna come to your house and do the documentary, HBO. I'm like, okay, cool. And it was like, we're coming tonight. And I was like, whoa, okay. Like, I wanted to kind of prep because I get very skittish and like stressed out after I talk about this stuff. So, but they're like, no, we need to talk to you. Because I found out it was only like 4 people on the HBO thing about Jared, like the Jared that passed. And the guy was like, yeah, they tried to do it without you, but we wouldn't let them because you're in everything, and he only talks about you and everything. So I was like, okay, well, if you only got 4 people that you think that's like, right, let me go ahead and let you know you need to talk to Gabe and Chris and Ski and all the people that were like around him while he was growing and making all of this music we're gonna hear or we know now, because these are the people that were with him 24/7. All of us took kind of turns being around him. I was always either in my room while he was in the studio. If I didn't want him to if he wanted to make like different songs that weren't just about me, whatever, because he's those kind of person that was like, he would entertain whoever was in the studio, whoever was in front of him. He was like an entertainer at all times. So I realized, like, hold on, go ahead and like chill with your boys, make like some fucking like high tech talk, like that shit. Like, I mean, I honestly was there for the end of that, so like it's dope. But with that said, it's like you just got a whole nother vibe, you know what I mean? Like, so go ahead and do that. And so I'd be in the room half the time, literally, most of the time, until I knew it turned 4 o'clock. I gave him to 4:30 to walk in the room, and if he didn't, I went in there and dragged him out. Got him some food, got him in the shower, made sure he slept. When we woke up, he could do whatever he wanted, but 4 a.m., your ass going to sleep. I don't care.
I wake up in the morning with an alarm clock in my head. It's a coach whistle. Like something cash register. I don't gotta come back cause I never left. Only imagine how that feels, no disrespect. On the right track, I don't never go left. Need my millions up front, yeah, plus a bonus. Had a big heart, till a nigga sold it. Had a good soul, till a nigga sold it. We came from the same place, I made it, you stay. Ain't gon' hear our story unless a real nigga told it. Took his bitch, yeah, I stole her. I'm getting bolder. I'm sick, nigga, no bowler. Need a Ricola. She took my heart, yeah, she stole it. Now she owned it. My heart break on the way, I'm good for the moment. I'm Tom Hanks with the plague, Forrest Gump run. I get bad news every day, getting high just in case. Fake boobs to the face. Good news, masturbate. How rude, baby with an attitude, give me face. Attitude on like a ratatouille, let her swallow. She should have an attitude of gratitude. Bullets hollow, give him to a nigga like an attitude. 50 shot clip for a nigga with an attitude. Rolls Royce truck, catch me cruising on the avenue. Good nut, bust for some head, yeah, that'll do. I ain't mixed it to you, no, I never pity fool.
This is one of my favorites.
Love song after love song. Love song after love. After. Love song after love song. Can't explain the way I feel. I know it's real, but do you know? Oh, do you know? Loner, I'm a Lone Ranger. My Rari is my steed. Depression vibes at high speed. Let me get high, let me be. As the time flies, I succeed. I watch my sanity decrease. I pick the darkest road I see and set it on fire. Turn the flames on. They say I'm here to save the broken heart. Bloody cape on. They say I'm here to make a remedy. Bloody apron. Talking to the drugs, I say we shouldn't be anymore. All night withdrawals really beating down my door. I ain't never ever felt this way before. Cracks remind me of a pretty girl begging for more. To the point I'm zoning out, falling to the floor. Now my only option is let Perky run a core. Love song after love song, can't explain the way I feel. I know it's real, but do you know? Oh, do you know? I can't.
Yeah.
Where is... Oh, this is the one I was listening to earlier. It's Daylight.
Molly got me spinning. Welcome to my world. You know,
Nature took it to 10.
Molly made me spin. All my money on her end, all my time with her again. I hope the party never ends. Looking at my sins, pretty bad, but I could do worse with a grin. Let the city blast, I won't let them hate on me again. I've been in my bag, I'ma blow the cash in the wind. She tryna run it back, I told her to throw it back again. I'm like a running back, I've been running plays in the bed. Yeah, every time I touch her, it turns to a touchdown. Molly got me hyper, I can never calm down. Shitting on them diaper, I know I'm the bomb now. I'm number one in my town, I'm putting on shy town, eyes like a viper, but she ain't poison. I knew I had to wife her. She was getting annoyed by the same things I hate. Ay, that's why she beg. Hey, be my dinner date. Put it on face. I'm hard, I can stop in my job, do my job. While she taking off her top, get the kissing down her neck. Off the drugs, I can't stop. Wrote a phrase on her chest to forget me not. Say my name on her leg. I'ma kiss that spot. That's forever. It's in ink. Won't forget that spot. All them other hoes irrelevant. Fuck those thoughts. Me and you get Wi-Fi lit. We make 'em fuck those thoughts. Forget me not. Forget me not.
And bitch, don't make me tell these fans what the fuck that bar means, bitch.
Forget me not. Forget me not. Forget me not. All my money on her and all my time with her again. Hope the party never ends. Looking at my sins, pretty bad, but I could do worse with a grin. Let the semi blast, I won't let them hate on me again. I been in my bag, I'ma blow the cash in the wind. She tryna run it back, I told her to throw it back again. I'm like a running back, I've been running plays in the bed. Forget me not. Fire, I'm on fire.
I'd like be speeding in my car to this. If it comes on, I don't know why. I know this happened with a lot of people, but like my foot will just fire, I'm on fire.
Higher. Hell on high, coming down to the wire. Inspire until I perspire.
Higher.
I'm on fire.
Hell on earth coming down to the wire.
Inspire until I perspire. Eating my sons, well fuck them kids. Tell me that one. How can I forget? Hard work gotta pay off. If you wanna live like this, I don't really got no coke. There's codeine in my piss. Slime hit me like I'm rich. Sagging like I'm rich. Those guys in the car like rich. Playing bitch like a tar, hit it like a rip. Rock around, see a man like the first name rip. You catch these hands, you don't catch my drift. Some of that bitches are wet for if you got a problem with my fault. All I know is get money. If it ain't about that, then you leave me alone. I'm back with us, smoke out a blunt. Slow it up, pills up, I'm losing control. Percocet 30 and nothing some more. Tell them no magazine on the pole. Fire, I'm on fire. Yeah, higher. Hell on high, coming down to the wire. Inspire until I perspire.
That's X. What's my tip?
All these bands are fucking your mom. She's pretty as your little auntie. Gonna tell me, keep my family safe. Fuck up my business to fuck up my way. These little niggas try to fuck up the way. Me, I'm just trying to fuck up a save. Some of the millions I have, I save. Remember that you cannot take it to your grave. Me, nigga, you want some beef from me? You must be a dummy. Bitch, I'm with NLB, that's the team. Bitch, I'm with NLB, that's the game. Bitch, I'm with NLB with some king. Do my best, always come through with the heat. Like fire, I'm on fire. Get higher. Hell on high, coming down to the wire. Inspire until I perspire.
Oh, you know what?
I need to confide. I need to get right.
This song always makes me
It's a
cry.
long ride. The drugs help me high.
We were literally just sitting Like, this is the mic, he's here, and I'm here, and like, we're just holding hands.
I need to confide. True love's hard to find. I'll wait for her to come find me. I'll even pay the fines. I need to confide. True love's hard to find. I'll wait for her to come find me. Even pay the fines. Okay, it's been a long ride. Stood up beginning of the ride.
LAX to Shy. He talks about the first time we studied Lotti to each other.
I'm getting out for the flight. LAX to the shine. Memories on my mind. Been reflecting on my life. Some don't feel right. Down deep inside, scared of my own demise. I need to confide to the love of my life. It's getting dark outside. It's getting darker inside.
Every time we were on any type of fucking aircraft,
Playmakers.
he would pop his little headphones in, I'd play Moana, and he'd listen like over and over.
Anytime I sleep is on a plane. Paranoid, all this money on my brain. This is more. A young boss, I'm working a plane. Foreign cars, two-door coupe, executive range. Shit, this stuff I'm on the charge. Need to be tripping by the bride. Need to stop taking shit to the heart. Even when the bitch nigga award. I'm a real and they already know it. I'ma spit it to these bitches like a porch. Ain't no capping, I'm trapping off porch. Now I'm rapping, I can pull up in the Porsche. I can't try to check my voice. Had to get there, leave me no choice. I hit it and get shit moist.
You know which one I really want to listen to?
Really want them to push it. Said my head
I feel like you guys
on the
would
ground, I'm still to the morning. With a jet with a cup full of boy. Tell my sleep is on the plane. Paranoid, all this money on my brain. This is more. A young boss, I'm working a plane. Foreign cars, two-door coupe, executive range. Only time I sleep is on a plane. Paranoid, all this money on my brain. This is more. A young boss, I'm working a plane. Foreign cars, two-door coupe, executive range.
Two-door coupe, drop the roof. It's a transformer too. I'm in my bag, ain't nothing new. Been in my bag since high school. Chopper talk, Dr. Seuss. Catch a nigga, grab a moose. Yo, bitch look so edible. I'ma take her for dinner. Hugging that bitch like I'm incredible. I fuck that bitch like a winner. Feel like Mike Tyson, I'm impeccable. I don't love her, no. I only love my Beretta. I still get a wetter, though. The Cosby Molly on me. Damn it, Gucci my sweater.
Only time I sleep is on.
This song right here is just, yeah, you guys leaked it. Thanks.
Have you ever considered being an
Have you
egg
ever
donor?
considered?
Fairfax Egg Bank donors can earn up to $48,000 for their
This shit right here, it is one of our, like, this song would come on and it was like, we would all go crazy. It didn't matter where we were.
Everyone must hang up all the butchers of a banker. It's accountancy that makes the world go round, round, round. You can keep your watch's ways, but it's very just a phase. Money, money, money makes the world go. My nigga low, big sharks on my ankles. My nigga low, I drink out off my bra, I cut your bangles. I go military boys with the angles. Gotta upgrade the stars, out of space for me. All I blue cash, yeah, rubber thing. Mounted up her ass, she in Barberland. Chop a count of diamonds, rock 'em by the 10. It's dream anchor, cold pain.
Shout out Thug. That's fucking fair. Bro, J kills this shit. I can't.
Hop out on the block with AK, make me do the cha-cha. I wrote the rock box with your baby and I got my rocks off. She said the shots out by me and it was Gucci. I've been the only in the business bird that they need a Gucci. Oh God, I'm living life as a pimp, yeah. I put a bitch on your shrimp, yeah. I'm high in the sky like a blimp. Papa roll first town. What's the definition of real, yeah, yeah, yeah. When you need, yeah, you just showing you still, yeah. Let's go. My nigga low, big sharks on my ankles. My nigga low, I drink out my bra, I cut your bangles. she in Barbie land. Chop a count of diamonds, rock 'em by the 10. Street anchor, court. Fresh to death, Gucci on my tune. My chopper sing in the auto-tune. Bad bitch in my hotel room. Take a perk right before we fucking at the fool. Samuel, I got blue face diamonds. I'm at the top and I'ma keep on climbing. I got a gun on my head, no silence. I want these niggas to hear the violence. Mama told me don't trust nobody. Damn, mama, you seen it coming. I don't keep this heat for nothing. Try me, then you get 1+1 and a couple more. 30 shots when I am all done. Right, did I do math right? Stomp 'em out, rap in my raps, feel my rap. My neck got low, big sharks on my ankles. My neck got low, I drink out my bra, I cut your bangles. I go military boys with the angles. Gotta upgrade the stars out of space for me. All I blue cash, yeah, rubber thing. Mounted up her ass, she in Barbie land. Chop a count of diamonds, rock 'em by the 10. Street anchor, court.
Bro, this shit's too fucking hard. When I tell you, like, it didn't matter where we were, what we were doing. If that song came on, we were going fucking ape shit. Like, ape shit. Everyone. Not just like Jared. Like, bro, everyone in the car. Everyone in the fucking club. Everyone walking on the sidewalk, like, that song's so fucking fire. So fire. So fucking fire. I'm trying to think of this one. You guys have leaked so much, so like, I mean, I'm just playing with you guys have on YouTube, so this is not my problem, not my fault, so no one get on me about it, okay? But you guys literally call it like, do you guys know Dylan? The song Dylan? We watched this movie while we were in Germany, and it was in French completely. And he doesn't watch scary movies, and I do. And he was super, like, about it. And he watched it, and then later on that night, he made a song about it. And the kid in the movie is named Dylan. And he gets possessed by a SS, like, Nazi, like, ghost. Like, I don't know, it's weird, like Hitler. And, it's just so good. He makes this song, and I was like, but you guys wouldn't have, like, known about it if, like, you didn't know the movie. And you guys would be like, oh, it's about so-and-so and this and that. And literally, it's about this movie that we watched in French. Like, no subtitles, we just fucking watched it in French. We didn't know what they were saying, but it was so good. I have to look up the movie. I think it's called, like, what is it called when you, like, do a paranormal thing that I don't know, but I'm gonna look for it. I don't know what you guys call it. I have, like, all his stuff on a hard drive, so don't even try to fucking, if you go into my emails, you're gonna see stuff about dogs and, like, clothes and, like, that's about it. So yeah, I have literally, like, 2 hard drives, like, bigger than this, full of his stuff. But run up on a bitch, I'll fight all day. I wonder what, maybe this is it? I don't know. Why do you guys call it so many weird things? I'm gonna Google the lyrics first. What am I doing? Cancel. Do you guys know what it is? Okay. I'm gonna go in here. Stallion. I wonder why you guys named it that. Let me listen to it and see if it's it. Okay, so let's see if
Hey guys, welcome to Forward. We're a new type of doctor's office that's providing
This is based off of a fucking scary movie we watched while we were in Germany in fully French. Nothing else.
Over and over in a DeLorean. I'm turning back to a demon, just call me Dylan. 999 spinning around on my forehead. 1 minute is 9, next minute 6. Blame it on the drugs and the success. Blame it on the witches and the fishnets. Blame it on the devil and my conscience. Rebel heavy metal demons playing my
This song should be called Dylan. That's what he wanted.
2:25 in the morning, looking in the mirror, perch, killing all my torment. 4:25 in the morning, incident shows got me up in the room. Looking at my show from below, bloody sitting on the bed, spirit underneath the floor. Heart out of space and it's getting kinda cold. Feel like I don't got no space, so I gotta leave. In a different realm, roaming in my skull. Devil voice in my head, losing all control. I'm back in the mirror to see what's going on. I become clear, Juice WRLD is gone. Over and over in a DeLorean. I'm turning back to a demon, just call me Dylan. 999 spinning around on my forehead. 1 minute is 9, next minute 6. Blame it on the drugs and the success. Blame it on the witches and the fishnets. Blame it on the devil and my conscience. Rebel heavy metal demons playing my guitarist. I'ma do what I'm best at, I guess. Try to change the world off the drugs, it's a process. Oh, I'm a ball till I fall, baby. I've been through it all, baby. Living in hell, that's what you call. Don't call my phone right now. Going insane, all alone right now. I'm stuck in my brain. Running full of people still feels the same.
Paranormal Investigation. JJAZZW. Shout out you, because that's what it's called. Go watch it. This is where that song came from. We were so obsessed with it, so we had did a show, and in the middle of the show, so we started watching it before we went downstairs to go see the show. Go to the show. We would literally go to the show and dip every time. We just get there just on time, perform, and like if we had to like stop like in the middle for someone else to go on or whatever, we'd stop and then go back on and then leave. That's the only times like we'd stay. So this is one of those times. We were watching it before, watched it in the car. I had it, like, because I had it on my iPad. And then we did the show, had to stop in the middle of it, went into the fucking back room, into the green room, started watching it again, and then paused it. He went out, finished performing, came back, got into the car, kept watching it, and then we watched it again. And that was the next day when we were, like, outside of our hotel. It was me, him, Chris, Pete, and I forget which bodyguard we had at that time. I think it might have been Scott. And we were eating pizza at this like little outside spot, and we were just sitting there with the fucking, like, this is my notebook, but with the thing up, like, watching it, like, and they're like, you guys ever, like, not? And we're just like, no, we have to finish watching this. And I'm like, don't stop him, because he never watches scary movies with me. And he did. And then he made a song about it. So yeah, but yeah, I can't help you guys with the album. I'm sorry. But I have what he wanted for the albums in this phone right here. Spinning around. And then not only in this phone, but also in these phones, have all the proof anyone ever needs about any bitch out here talking shit. And I'll never do that to the person, because you're never gonna get the clout from me like that. But what would you say? Because I'll put a bitch in their place all day. Okay? Like, literally. And it's weird because, like, I'm just gonna say this and get off after, but, like, just so you guys know, it creeps me out because I've had everyone that does not care for me, that has made it, like, tried to be impactful in my life, blocked. Like, I don't know you, I've never seen you, but you have stalked me, told me you stalked me, and then told me that I should stop blocking all of the pages that you make because you have 5 other pages that watch my page. And I promise you, like, I haven't seen anything of yours in a very long time. Unless my fan pages, like, say something. I don't know. And even then I go, you guys, don't even bother. You just need positivity in your life, and that's just, ugh. What else are you guys saying? Never push a Gemini, because we will say, people don't realize that I'm a May Gemini. Like, I'm May 28th. So, like, I'm a Gemini, and then not only that, when you go into my chart, it's literally, like, Gemini, something else. I'm not going to tell you my whole fucking chart. But Gemini, and then, like, Gemini, and then, like, Gemini, and then my mom was a Gemini, so I was raised by Gemini. Yes. I'm a Gemini full on, full through, so I can be sweet all day, but I will literally pull out some facts. And that's for a lot of people. For the boys, for the girls, for the dads, for the moms, for the brothers, for the sisters, for the dogs. I have it. Sorry. I'm not stupid. Someone said, what was Juice? Juice was a fucking prophet. He was like a little baby Jesus coming down here to, like, save us. He was a Sagittarius, which is why we were fucking perfect. The dogs, they're out in the living room. I thought they were over here. They're doing good. River has to go to the doctor today, so that's why I'm gonna get off, get her together. So yeah. I don't talk to anyone. Everyone's like, do you talk to this person, that person? Like, I keep to myself because the energy that Jared gave me, I watched and let people be in my life, and then they showed me, I was like sitting right here at, like, a crossroads, and I was, like, preaching and giving them, like, everything that they would need or whatever, and I was just let them go off. Like I said, I let everyone grieve their own way. So, and I still fought for everyone or anything like that. And then we're at a crossroad, and I just sat there. That's my little spot. And I know that this is the road I'm going down, and that Jared is at the end of this road, and that's what Jared wanted. These are his goals for me, for so-and-so, for this person, that person. And I've really watched a lot of people just cut left. And that's the thing. Money changes people. And I've already had like, a lot. I was with Jared because I loved him. Literally. I'll never forget, we were on the flight coming home, like, for the first time, and we were in coach, and I was like, can I just buy you a first class seat? Like, could we just go sit up there? Because, like, I haven't been in coach in a very long time. And then he was like, no, we have, like, the whole row to ourselves. We could just, like, lay down. And I'm like, yeah, but, like, in first class, you can lay down, too. I was like, I'll just pay for your shit. Like, it's cool. So, please keep in mind that I fucking hustled my ass off for my shit, invested my shit, won hella money with my shit, and then met Jared, the love of my life, and got to travel around the world again, and got all my little baby dreams, like, come true. It was beautiful. So, yeah. Someone said, you're not doing any drugs. No, I only do my drugs that the doctors prescribe me. So, yeah. Like, I tried to smoke the other day. Did not go well. I ended up realizing that Kaplan has 2 different kinds of hair. It was bad. I was like, don't let me smoke ever again. Ever again. Someone asked me if I moved. I actually, right now, I'm staying in this loft. Because my penthouse that I'm moving into in here, it's like, they're still, like, fixing things in it. So that'll be done in, I think, 3 to 4 months. But the end of this month, I'm moving across the hall and to that loft. And what's crazy is this was my, like, weekend, like, this building I'm in, this was my weekend building. Like, I used to have a loft here before I ever met Jared, and I would be in Memphis, and then I would fly out to Vegas, or I'd fly out here, and this would be where I came. I had bought this, like, loft just for, like, when I wanted to be out here, like, for the weekend, with my own money. We get it? Okay. So, one, for everyone out there, for certain people out there, didn't have money, I'm sorry. I worked really hard for it. Came from nothing. My mom had me when she was 15, so I deserve what I have. And I still work hard for what I have, and don't ask for fucking money from anyone. I don't have any juice world money. I don't want any of it. Don't want it. Just want our memories. I want the things that we had together. That's it. Okay? And, so, wait, are you back in your own? First of all, before this, I lived in a $1.3 million mansion by myself. And then it was just too big for me by myself. So then I was like, let me move back to where I used to live, just in the penthouse there. So that's what I've been doing. Just waiting for it to be ready. Because it's super beautiful. I love it. Oh, and also, people who hate on other people who are sex workers or dancers or OnlyFans girls, I don't understand how someone who does OnlyFans and used Jared to promote their OnlyFans and then used that money and didn't invest it or anything, just kept doing what they're doing and used it to fix their body when all you had to do was go to the gym to prove that, like, you are, like, 999, you are doing what Jared wanted, you're being your best self by yourself. Like, don't hate on other people that you did the same thing. You did the same thing, but you were a day girl. And that's bad. But I won't get into that. I'll just be a little factual right now. I won't get petty. Because, you know, if I get petty, people get their feelings hurt. And this is my thing. I never in my life met you, said no one thing bad about you. Neither one of us have Jared. So why the fuck am I being talked about? And then where in God's green earth does anyone who was not there that night get off? I understand the fans not understanding things or because it's a shit show. But someone that wants to claim Jared so much, how you weren't even there. You can't blame anything on anything. And do not get me started about, oh, Jared was clean. First of all, Jared was doing drugs since high school. Okay? And everyone laughed at him when he said he had anxiety and this and that until I met him. Only other person that, when they were worried about something, they were worried about their clothes or you're this or you talked to this girl when you were in high school. Like, bro, past is the past. Like I'm saying, past is the past. You're in the past. Way in the past. To the point, like, the person you're, like, struggling over and you're coming at me for is not here. And if they were, you wouldn't fucking fix your face to say no shit like that. So I'll leave it at that, because all you gotta do is just go back on Jared's Twitter and it speaks for itself. Or his IG, or my IG. I never wrote any of my captions when he was with me. He wrote all of them. Unless it's an emoji, he wrote them all. So, stop. Because I never took anything away from you. Ever. Ever. I love all the songs he made when he was with you. All the songs he made before. All the songs when he was in high school. He's so talented. I love it. Never once in my life. So, leave me alone. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that. And yeah, gotta take dog to the fucking vet. Oh, I let the hate be blocked. But when it comes down to certain things at certain times, you guys know, I will throw some facts out. Because, again, I have so many facts for days. And proof of it. Someone was like, leave her in the past, but I won't miss her. It literally is a great song. Like, I love it. I don't understand why you just can't live there. Why would you want to be me? I've gone through a lot. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to pretend to be her and this person. It's like, did you really want to go through everything in my life that I've been through to be me? Because you just can't pretend to be me. It doesn't work like that. Okay? Maybe later I'll come on, play some more, or just chill. But either way, love you guys. For real though. Love you guys. Lots.